Hello, fast trackers. Hope it's going. Just waiting to see if it's clicking in. Excellent connection, it says. Yes, we're here. Oh, and the sun's shining brightly through the window there. How are you all on this wonderful Monday morning, 6:15 a.m.? Ah, turn on the piano. I hope you're doing fine. I saw some photos of Nancy's place. There's a lot of snow there. Just get this thing going here, see if I can say hello to everybody. Oh, I'm getting better at it now. I can click that there, turn the volume down, find my coffee over here. Well, we got half an hour of fun here on the piano. Number 84. Yes, number 84. We had a huge day yesterday. Our jazz band Sax Appeal played at Paddington RSL last night. It was a great success. It was terrific. Yes. Still getting over it. The first piece we do starts off like this. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we all start together with this real Latin-y thing. 3, 4, 1. The whole piece is based on this scale. Sort of Spanishy. It's a piece called Celebration off an album called Don Zara. You can find it on Spotify. Don Zara, Donzarra. It's my album. It's amazing, isn't it? How if you start on an F and use the same notes, it doesn't have that Spanish sound. Julie Andrews. While I think of it, the code word for today, for people that have tuned in right at the start of the show, is Paddo. Paddo. P-A-double-D-O. P-A-double-D-O. Paddo. And if you send me that code word, an email within 5 minutes at the end of the show, you can have a song of your choice for 50% discount. How's that? Manuel, if you're there. G'day, friends. Hello, Andrea. Trisha, my producer. Godzilla. Boogie Woogie piece. Boogie Woogie piece. Hello. I played a little bit of Boogie Woogie White Christmas. Did you see that? A little bit of that. I'll just play some Boogie Woogie anyway. Hey, listen, we were doing, in the band, we do a Boogie Woogie piece. Is it Boogie Woogie or Boogie Woogie? Does it really matter? Depends where you come from and how you feel on the day, yes? Manuel. Who else have we got there? Pinto. Hello, Pinto. Hi, Pinto, you've watched before, haven't you? I'm pretty sure you have. It's good to see people. G'day, Peter from Hungary. Fantastic. It's good to see new people saying hello. James, Jim. Hello, Jim. Stephen. Yes, and that's terrific. Well, I hope you're all enjoying your time leading up to the big event, Christmas, and we all need a nice Christmas. Well, we will all have a great Christmas, won't we? Yeah. Bit of boogie woogie. Okay, here we go. Now I've got Boogie Woogie number 1 to 10 pack on the website, number 11 to 20 on the website pack as a pack, and somebody asked today, is Boogie Woogie package number 3 on the horizon? Boogie Woogie number 3. Ah! Possibly. Now, Manuel was asking about My Way, the song My Way, which I sang for an old friend last night at the club. I don't do a lot of singing these days, but I sang this song, which is a big song. It was interesting because the microphone stand is a very cheap one, and it kept going down while I'm trying to sing and play. And you don't want that during a big song like My Way, but we got through it. Now it goes like this. It's in the key of C, right? Everybody loves the key of C. They're all white notes, yes? Big fat chords. I'm talking about big fat chords here. Now, if you learn your big fat chords, folks, you can have a ball. You'll be the life of the party. You'll be the life of the party if you know your big fat chords. You'll be the life of the party if you know your big fat chords. And there's nothing much to it. Go ahead and learn them now. You know, guitar players all around the world have learned to play these fat chords, and no one taught them. They learned it by themselves, or somebody showed them, oh, here's a G chord. We know the Beatles went across Liverpool just to find out how to play a B7 or some funny little chord, because there wasn't the internet in those days. And if you, the only way you found out got new information was you found a teacher, which in those days no one really could afford, I suppose, or you just found someone who knew, and you went and knocked on their door and you asked them, hey, how do you play a B7? But with the internet, there's no excuse. There's everything there. You got people like me doing, putting things online for the benefit of the human race to have a ball with all these chords. And once you know them, you'll have a ball. And now the end is near. So I face the final curtain. This gentleman that I sang the song for last night, he's turning 90 next year, and he asked me to sing this song for him. The rest was just jazz. It was instrumental, no singing. But I was singing this right at the very end. So, and Manuel wants to know a little bit about it. So I'm going to show you. Hey, Peter. Agneta, hello. Lovely to see you. Young Russ. G'day, young Russ. Okay, this is the first big fat chord you really need to learn, C. Now I think Manuel was a bit worried because he's actually invested in the big fat chord package, I think, and I teach it like that. But the other day I didn't play a C chord like that. I played it like this. Whoa. Now he wanted to know if that's a C chord. I hope this is all working fine. I presume it is. Tick, 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 tick. Yes, it is a C chord. What is a C chord? A C chord is any combination of C, E, and G. There it is, C, E, and G. C, E, G, right? Can't buy me love, love can't buy me. Okay, there it is. Now you can do any combination. You can put the C and G down the bottom, so you got this. That's another C chord. You could do all that down an octave. Doesn't that sound groovy? I like it. In fact, if you move everything around just like that, it's nice sound. But I digress. I get caught up in the beauty of the piano. And these little shows that we do here aren't meant to, teach you something specifically. They're meant for us to just get together and say hello, and I'll show a few tricks and show you the sort of things I can show you. Now, some people actually have private lessons with me now. That's great. Andrea had one the other day. She's had quite a few actually, and I've got a fella from Alligator Country in Florida. Neil has lessons with me. So if you've got something specific that you'd really like to learn, then have a look at the request page on the website, and maybe we can work something out. Yeah. In the meantime, we just make it up in these sessions and go with the flow. I'm happy to look at things and see if I can do things on the fly. Jingle bells, boogie woogie. You can almost do anything to boogie woogie. It's fantastic. I wonder if you can do my way to boogie woogie. That would be sacrilege, wouldn't it? You shouldn't really try that. Well, let's try it. Let's see if it works. And now. And now. Nah, it's not going to work. You can tell it's just not going to work. It's not that sort of song that's going to fit into that. Anyway, getting back to Manuel. So here's a big fat C chord, the way I normally teach it. But it doesn't have to be like that. You can put this note E on top. And the other day I probably did my way with the E on top to support my voice, because that's the first note of the melody. Sorry, second note of the melody. There it is. And now. So I've got that note there supporting the tune that I'm singing. I could just play a C chord down here, and now it doesn't really make much difference. I'm singing that note, but the highest note I'm playing on the piano is a C. Sometimes it's good to sort the chords out so you support the melody you're singing. That takes a little bit of working out though, you know. G'day Malcolm, how are you? G'day Daryl, Harrington, is you from Harrington in New South Wales, up near Taree? Is that right, Malcolm? G'day Rachel, all working fine, good. Blues here, doing some blues, are you? Great. You know, instead of doing Jingle Bells as a boogie woogie, you could do it as a blues. So how does what's the difference between boogie woogie and blues? Well, I'm letting you know on a simple little trick here. You could boil it down to just the left hand difference between these two patterns. Here's a boogie woogie left hand. Now, it's not by any means the only boogie woogie left hand. There's lots of them. You can get really hard ones like this. See, it's hard. You got to practice it a lot. Now, blues left hand would sound different to that, and the one that I like is this one. You got to play this 1,000,000 times. Well, a few hundred. Jingle Bells Blues. Etc. Right? It's not easy. So that's the difference. That's the basic difference between blues and boogie woogie piano. Just that simple little left hand difference. Boogie woogie, blues. Yeah, baby. Gonna play golf today. Looks quite nice out there. A little bit of high cloud around. Yesterday was a gorgeous day here in Sydney, Australia. Had a barbecue in the backyard. Blue skies. Yeah, I hope you're doing okay in your part of the world. I wish you all the best. And you know, there's always the piano. There's always the piano. Go over to the piano. It makes me feel good straight away. I'm working on a piece at the moment. And it goes a little bit like this. Gets a bit awkward there, but I'm working on it. It's work in progress, and that's the power of music, isn't it? The power of music. You know, you walk out the front door, you see someone's having trouble parking, or they're parking in the wrong place. Somebody's left a garbage bin in the wrong spot. There's a dog running across the road, doing things it shouldn't do. All these little things come into your head, but you can always go to the piano. And guess what? They all magically disappear. It's a magic pill, the piano. It's a gift. Someone invented this thing that all you got to do is stick your fingers on, like that. And the sound comes out. There it is, invented over 300 years ago. Imagine if there were no pianos in the world and we all had to learn to play this instrument. This is a hard instrument to master. I gave it a go for about 6 years. I didn't practice it as much as I should, but it's all in the lips. It's all in the embouchure here. A completely different way of playing music. This bit's easy. You just got to remember the notes. But it's this part, being able to change your lips. So that's physically hard. So anybody who plays the trumpet I have enormous respect for, who can play it really well. Piano, I have respect for you too, but it's so much easier. There it is. You just stick your fingers on there. it sounds good straight away. That is a gift. Sounds alright, doesn't it? You know, people play music for all sorts of reasons. Mostly people play music because they've fallen in love with things they've heard on the radio or the TV or whatever, and they think, oh, I'd like to be able to do that. So they find a teacher like me, and I teach them. That's probably the most taught piano piece in the world. Für Elise by Beethoven. Everybody seems to love that piece. That has to be number one. And people want to play it. Kids, adults, they all want to give it a go. That's lovely. They also like doing Boogie Woogie. Not as much as Für Elise though. Anyway, so where am I heading with all this? To learn a piece of music takes dedication, patience, and discipline. And sometimes we just don't want to know about those things. To learn Für Elise, you have to have patience, discipline, and practice it over and over again. This requires hard yakka, if you want to do it well. Now, I'm saying to you, you don't have to actually do that if you want to play some other sorts of music. Here, you just put your foot on the pedal, you play black notes. Like just sitting beside a mountain stream and just enjoying the view. You don't have to paint a picture. I mean, anybody can do this. You go to a piano, put your foot on the sustain pedal, and just play black notes. The important thing is that don't just play them, but to listen to the sound you're making and draw, just make this dream come true by just telling a story. There's not a lot of patience and discipline in there, but there's a beauty to it if you can find it. So I'm just letting you know about that. And that can lead on to other things, like playing some jazz. And even Boogie Woogie. How we go for time? We got 7 minutes left. Getting back to my way. I went off there, didn't I? France. You're writing in French. I can't do it. we got all this French stuff happening here. Hello, Lizzie from England. How are you? Thanks for saying hello. And hello, Marshall from Quebec in Canada. Oh, that's what France has got onto. You're supposed to be driving your truck, France. I wonder if you can do a Boogie Woogie version of Alouetta. I suppose so. It doesn't really work too well though, does it? Getting back to my way. First chord is C. Now Manuel, you can play a C chord if you're still there. I've gone off the track, sorry mate. And you put an E on top, or you can put a G on top. They are all big fat C chords. So you can do it like this, or like this, or like this. Now to save confusion, I just teach it like that. Later on you'll discover that you can do it like that, which you have now. And that. So you've got those three different versions. The second chord is E minor. So instead of playing an E minor like that, you can put the G on top. Or you can put the B on top. The third chord is G minor. Nice chord. It's got a B flat in there. Now you could put the B flat on top. So you go, right? Or you can put the D on top. So they are all G minor chords. Yeah. Minor, major, minor, major. Great song. While my guitar gently weeps, Stephen, the DJ King. Good on you, Stephen. Stephen was part of the soiree the other night. We had a soiree on Friday. Crikey, it's been busy lately. We did the Feel Good Choir on Thursday. We had the soiree on Friday. That is, people send in a video of themselves playing, and we all watch it together on Zoom, and we all clap one another. And it was a lovely night on Friday night. And if you want to be part of these things, just let me know, and I'll send you the information. It's good. It's good fun. G'day, Jill. How you going? You like that song? Yeah, it's one of George Harrison's great ones, isn't it? And the reason I played it was because I wanted to show you the difference between major and minor. The verse of this song is minor. You know the old Kiss song? I was made for loving you, baby. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. That's minor. That's the minor scale. Now, While My Guitar Gently Weeps is minor. That's why it's got that sort of sad sound about it. Yeah? Now in the chorus, it goes major. It changes the C to C sharp. Ah, now it's major. Bit of a jazz chord coming up. Am I going to muck it up? There we go. So you got minor and you got major. Right. So much fun with music. You know, I've shown you the black notes before. You can just play the black notes. You can do it with the white notes too, you know. I show this sort of thing a lot because teachers don't really teach it. Because people want to learn to play My Way, or they want to learn to play Let It Be, or Fur Release. But there's a lot of people out there that don't want to do that. They just want to be able to sit down and play something that sounds nice to them. It doesn't have to be someone else's music. And you can do it too. You might not think anybody else thinks that it's any good, but I do this sort of thing all the time. My beautiful wife comes around and says, "What's that, Daryl?" And I have to think of a name quickly, and I usually say, it's called Friday, 3 p.m. And sometimes these pieces, these little doodles, these little mucking around things, end up becoming compositions. Get recorded in a studio like here. Other people get to hear it. And then they go, "Wow, I really love that piece." Like somebody said at the show last night, "I really like this. I got to finish." And then they want to learn it. Like this. It has to start somewhere. Like Beethoven had to start somewhere. He didn't go to a song shop and buy that piece and no one knew about it and then everybody thinks he wrote it. He sat down and mucked around. Like this. He was probably just doodling one day and he just went, "What do I do now? Okay." And he was off and he spent the next couple of hours writing the whole thing out. It had to come from somewhere. It came from mucking around. You can do it too, and it doesn't cost you anything. I'm going to go, folks. I hope you enjoyed today. And I said the code word at the start of the show, and I'll see you next week for number 85. Yeah? Have a lovely day, and God bless you all. Keep safe and keep playing the piano. All right? Yes. Ta-da! See you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.